Well, I guess I can start some preamble. This is a therapeutic workout. We're going to use body weight and stability ball. Um, Good if you're a beginner. Very good if you're a beginner. Good if you're just seasoned exerciseaholic and you're feeling beat up. Maybe your knees are hurting. I know somebody's got some knee pain, shoulder pain, back pain, hip pain. If anything's bothering you, it might not be a bad idea to take a step back and do something like this for a week or two. And that said, grab your stability ball. Um, Off and on, we've done these things in the past. The reach, roll, and lift is just a nice stretchy exercise designed to kind of open up tight back and shoulders and chest. It'll look a little bit like an ab rollout. Hands are going to be palms facing each other or palms facing the sky. Put them roughly on top of the ball. And I'm just kneeling, arms length behind the ball. I'm going to sit back, and as I sit back, arms going to just go out and extend, and I'm going to drop my shoulders down through, head down through, big stretch. So with both hands on the ball, we're going to do 8 repetitions. Again, you want the palms facing each other or facing up if you can. All the weight is back here on my hips, right? It's all, I'm just trying to get a nice gentle stretch. It's not like an ab rollout, right? But you can progressively start reaching further forward, getting deeper into the stretch. But you will feel a nice, wonderful stretch down the sides of the body, upper back, and depending on how tight your shoulders and chest are, maybe the front of the shoulder, probably the back of the shoulder, through the armpit. And it's really just nice, stretchy stuff. And you're thinking, oh, do I want to do more than one round of this? Well, sure, because the second round you're going to be looser. So we did 8 of those, I think. The YTW, I wish I could get a drone above me and shoot kind of my arm positions, but as we're going through the Ys, we're going to lift to a Y, we're going to move back to a T here, and then the W is down this way, okay? So we're going to get belly on the ball for 8 reps. Thumbs up for the Y, thumbs up for the T, thumbs point away from the body, palms down, like you're trying to touch your elbows here. Y, thumbs up, T, squeeze the shoulder blades together, keep squeezing them together and pull the elbows to touch. Lift, squeeze the blades together, keep squeezing, pinch, 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 bring the elbows to try and touch each other. Y, T, and a W, and do pause in each Y, each T, and each W. Give it a good squeeze. This has got to be 7 or 8. So next up is the straight bridge. Do these a lot. Great upper back exercise. Arms also helps to loosen up the shoulder, but really, focus on where your shoulders are. You don't want your shoulders rolled forward. You want them back. Okay. So a nice tall posture. Fingers point again anywhere you want for comfort. Play around with the different positions. Some will be comfortable, some will be uncomfortable. Find the one that works for you. Then we pull the shoulders together, drive them down into the floor, throw a pelvic tilt in, and the hips pop up. We're doing 8 reps. Belly should be tight, shouldn't be popping your belly up in the air like that. You should be snug, right? So keep the belly pulled tight. Pelvic tilt. Tailbones tucked under between the legs. Low belly tight. Shoulders pinch and push down into the floor. Pull the collarbones apart. Get the ears and shoulders as far away from each other as you can. You shouldn't be up and proud. Let's do a couple more. Squeeze up. Squeeze up. Okay, straight bridge done. Glute bridge. So this is kind of the simple version. We've done There's a lot of variations on this exercise. We're just going to go simple today. So if you get your feet flat on the ball, not quite on top of the ball, but maybe near there, and you want to think you're going to press down through the ball. Don't try to push the ball away. Press down through the ball. Keep your knees in line with each other and lift the hips. Squeeze the glutes. All the way back down, touch, pelvic tilt, right? Tailbone's tucked, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. We're trying to get the knees to line up with the shoulders and the hips. All the way back down. And when you tap down, you should still have a flat or neutral spine because you're still in a pelvic tilt. You shouldn't be arched when you tap down. Right? It shouldn't be like, that would be, right? So that'd be arched off the floor bad. We want to make sure we keep away from that with a nice pelvic tilt. Low belly's tight. Clench the glutes. Got to be 8 in there somewhere. Okay. Reverse crunch. Now, you may want an object behind you to hold on to. Not so much to pull on, but just to hold on to. It could be a chair, it could be a couch, it could be a heavy kettlebell just laying on the floor. Just kind of put your hands around the base. Ideally, you don't want to hold on to anything, but in the beginning, do. Hold on. Get more range of motion out of the exercise. Now, squeeze over the ball and squeeze the ball with your heels into your tush. You pick the ball up and then curl. Knees to nose. And the idea is you've got to exhale as you do this, right? So make sure you're exhaling on the lift. And on the lower, keep it controlled and slow. That's why you're holding on to something. As soon as your tailbone touches the floor, reverse direction. And just 8 of these will do. You could do more. You could do 13, you could do 21. Or you could slow your reps down. And make it feel like you did 21. Okay, reverse crunch. Done. Gorilla squat. So there's a lot of squats out there that we could do. But the gorilla squat has a nice stretch for the hips. And a lot of people have trouble touching their toes. Now, if you're one of those people, don't worry. You'll modify, right? So I'll show you from the front. Fairly wide stance. When you get to the bottom of this, your arms are going to be inside your knees. So a good shoulder width stance. Toes turned out a little bit. Hinge. Don't bend, but hinge. So push hips back. Find your toes. Try to grab your toes and keeping the arms straight, elbows straight, you're going to pull on your toes and drop into that squat. Knees are wide. From here, you're going to push your knuckles or fingertips back into the floor and lift the hips back up, straighten the knees, then pull back down. So you're pulling and pushing with the arms. I'll show what it looks like from the side. That was 2. We're going to do 8 of these. So it's natural. I'm pulling with my back and shoulders. Help squeeze in. Shoulders back. Push down through the floor. Push, 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 push to lift the hips. If you need to make adjustments to your feet, do that. The arms should be straight. They should be inside the knee, helping the knee stay lined up over the toes. Big stretch in the hamstrings here. Sit back nice and tall here like a frog. That probably was 8, yeah? Okay. So, stability ball, back extension. If you see SB in a workout, stability ball. MB is a medicine ball. KB is a kettlebell. DB is a dumbbell. So, belly on the ball, feet wide gives you an advantage in terms of stability. So it makes it a little bit easier for the core. Feet together is going to make it harder. So if you're having trouble with the exercise, get wide. And with the back extension, you're just going to be right over the tipping point. Make sure I'm in frame here. So you want to be able to feel this stretch when you're all the way down, okay? Now, we're going to lock up the knees, squeeze the glutes. We're going to slide and drape over the ball, hands behind the head, squeeze the elbows up, and just lift as high as you can without moving away. You don't want the ball to start rolling or you to start rolling away. That's bad, okay? So as soon as you feel that happening, you've gone too far. Stop, reverse, squeeze up, pull the elbows back. You get 8 reps here. This is the back extension. Done safely. You can't hyperextend, you can't overdo it. Squeeze those elbows back, shoulder blades together. Yeah, more of that. So that's the back extension. Now, for the final fun, the dead bug. Many of you have done the dead bug. Many of you haven't. Many of you haven't done it with the stability ball. Using the stability ball does make it easier for the brain to focus. It becomes less of a mental challenge, but it does make it more of a core challenge. You may notice your legs start shaking a little bit more, that kind of thing. So we're going to put the ball straight up, arms and legs straight up. So I'm just fingertips and toes holding the ball. And then legs as straight as possible. And from here, we're going to lower opposite leg and arm. I'm doing left leg, right arm to the floor, then bring them back up. Opposites again, right leg, left arm, all the way to the floor. Now, subtle nuances. You're trying to get the flat arm all the way to the floor, no bent elbow. Palm, back of your hand flat on the floor. And the leg, try to get your calf muscle to touch before your heel does. So you're going to have to straighten the knee by squeezing the quad and pull up on the toes. Try to get the calf muscle to touch first. That forces your glutes to actually work, which makes your abs work a little bit harder. We're doing this 8 times per side. I think this is number 5. Straight leg to the floor. Really pull back on the toe. Make the glutes and abs work. The harder you squeeze, the harder it gets. I think we'll call this one number 8. I've lost track. Whew. Okay. So that one, most strenuous in the routine. Now, at the bottom of the board, I threw, and you can do another round of this if you want, or 2. It'll feel good. But at the end of the workout, I threw on there stability ball back bridge. And this is something you can do every day. I would recommend it. But the idea is to relax backwards over the ball. And a lot of people can kind of get to this, but I want you to relax your legs. So you're going to straighten those out, and you're going to start to let your arms slide back and around. If they get straight back, great. If they don't, that's okay too. And you want to feel a pull right from your belly button towards your head, towards your feet. You want to feel everything trying to separate from the middle of your body. That's how you know you're in the right spot. And then just try to relax. And breathe into your belly. Use your nose, breathe into your belly, fill it, and then let it relax. And see what happens to your spine. See what happens to your hips. You'll start to feel looser. The shoulder just let go. 8, 10, 15 breaths like that. Roll forward so you're supported by the ball. Take a seat. Reorient yourself. That's the safe way. Okay? But that will open up your back in ways, oh my God. You know, we sit hunched all day long, so doing that for 5 minutes every day would be awesome. So try going through another round, maybe 2, and just keep it to a feel-good pace.